I don't know a lot at that time. Obviously Baylor had, put the game away. I think our kids we communicated to continue to improve, continue to fight. Not to give in. Not to go out there and do something that you're not supposed to do. Just continue to work on your game, work on your your position and your development. We obviously had some breakdowns in the second half that shouldn't have happened. Communication in the secondary. They gave up a couple of touchdown passes that I think was they shouldn't have happened. It wasn't something that Baylor earned. It's something we gave them due to not being on top of our game. Is one of those controllable things that we didn't control. So hopefully our kids learn from that at no point in time do you ever lose sight of how to play the game the right way. I mean, they do in terms of like the tempo. Our kids, it'll be facing the same tempo and really the same personnel groupings. Both of them are predominantly four wide. Sets 10 personnel, as we call it, is their number one formate. Their number one personnel grouping. So there's some carryover in terms of that. But in terms of like the actual scheme, they're really night and day. I think each week you got to look at the personnel and say, who are their top guys and who are you going to have lined up across from them, and so there's the part of that where you try and find a way to make sure that you're not asking your players to do something that they're not capable of against a guy that if you can't cover a guy, you can't cover a guy. That there's no point in trying to do things that you're going to end up losing. And so the battle of it, I think our kids appreciate it. I think as coaches, that's what you enjoy doing. You enjoy coming in here and trying to find a way to put a plan together that gives you guys a chance to go out and get some stops and win a football game. I mean, he's a guy that for a couple of years now has been highly effective. He's a little tiny guy that's super quick. Catches the ball well. They use him a lot of different ways. They get the ball to him a lot of different ways. He's a difference maker in the Big 12. He's a tough matchup. I mean, he's made a lot of DBs look silly trying to cover him. Sometimes no. At least you can get your hands on them bigger guys. Them little guys, boy, they're tough to get your hands on.